What is going on, guys? In this video we're going to be covering the Chimney Dungeon within Remnant 2 found on Yaesha to get every possible item within the dungeon's event, which are the Heart Seed and the Downward Spiral. The dungeon is classified as an event dungeon, so you will need to complete the event at the end of it to claim its rewards. The dungeon also holds 3 random hidden event locations that can spawn in with unique items. But there only can be 1 event spawning for every visit to the dungeon, so if you want to get them all, you have to visit the dungeon multiple times and get lucky with the RNG. But these hidden events also can spawn in other dungeons of the same layout, which are the Twisted Chantry and the Lament, so you can also get these items there. So if that sounds interesting, let's get right into it. The dungeon will have the undead tomb layout, which means the enemies that spawn here are the root zombies, which are easily taken down, but don't let them get too close because they can grab you, making it much harder not to die. The big blob zombies will explode if you take them down, and also when you are close by, you can easily bait the explosion to take them down quickly by just moving close to them and then dodge away. With these root zombies come the Shaman elite as well. He will summon more root zombies and resurrect them if they're taken down into red glowing zombies that will always explode when you take them down. So the best play is to ignore the ads and take down the Shaman first. The Stalker elite will spawn here as well, which will be more aggressive at close range and will teleport around you. When it is low health, it starts channeling to duplicate itself and will need to be taken down during the channeling to defeat it. The final enemy that spawns is the big root Hulk that likes to throw his big exploding arms at you, which are super effectively annoying. So be sure to dodge these and take him down from afar, because close by he's not so friendly either. In the dungeon, there will always be 1 random ring or amulet from a random item loot pool from Yaesha. You can check the description of which items there are in this loot pool. And there also will be a Tome of Knowledge on the ground for a trade point. The random hidden events that can be spawned in this dungeon are the Coffin Room. When spawned in, you can encounter an open area with a coffin down by some stairs and see a locked door above it. If you stand by the locked door, you can jump down into the coffin below and will enter a water section with enemies in it. If you go to the left side behind the stairs from where you entered, you can find the Berserker's Crest ring, which will increase your melee charge speed and reduces the melee stamina cost. If you move through the water section and go atop the stairs in the back, you will encounter a glitch root Hulk boss with boss modifiers. If you want to know what the modifiers do, I have put a list of them down in the description, so you can check them out there. I recommend, if you do fight this boss, that you open up the door first, so that when you die you don't have to go to the water section again, and you can also shoot the boss from long range. If you take down this glitch boss, you will receive the Extender Mutator, which increases the magazine capacity of the weapon. And on level 10, it will increase the reload speed by 50% if the clip is empty. The Secret Tomb is another event that can spawn in, which is located behind a illusionary wall in a small room with a coffin inside. You can also see a small hole above a wall before the small room to indicate the event spawned. If you crouch to the right of the coffin in the small room, you can go through the wall, and following this path will lead you to another water section with traps. If you have overcome these deadly yet annoying traps, you will be in an open area. If you follow the left path by the stairs in the middle, you can find the Tomb Dweller's Ring, which will increase your movement speed after vaulting, climbing, leaping, and entering the water. It also reduces the fall damage. If you then follow the right path from the stairs in the middle, you will find the Necklace of the Flowing Life in a coffin, which increases Grey Health conversion by 100%. And when Grey Health conversion is triggered, you gain it 5 times the amount as mod power. This item can also be used with the Ring of Omens to be able to do the misty dodges. The Necromancer's Tomb is the final hidden event here. When it spawns, you encounter a room with 4 statues. If you shoot down the crystals from the 4 statues' heads, a hidden path will be revealed. And going down, the elevator will let you find the Lithic Signet Ring, which reduces all incoming damage by 5%. But if you turn around after picking up the ring, you probably see a statue is out of place. This is actually an elite enemy that only moves when the camera is not facing it, and when they get close, they will one-shot you. These guys will follow you around in the dungeon, so you will need to take them down to lose them. This is done by quickly turning the camera left and right so it doesn't face them and back. Here you have a brief moment to shoot the crystal on their heads, and if the health bar is depleted, they will die. If you get to the end of the dungeon by the checkpoint, you will see a purple stone in the middle of a huge area going downward. This stone creates an electric field below it and above it that instantly kills you when you touch it. So in between you can walk freely. The trick here is that if you activate the lever by the stone, it will start going downward and you will need to follow it down, staying between the electric fields. During this, root zombies will spawn from the walls, which can be avoided, and head your way down. If you have summons on your team like the dog, you can easily distract the zombies and just move down. The more annoying danger is the glowing stones on the sides of the pathway, which will light up, dealing shock damage, and also adding the overloaded status effect, which can be pretty deadly when there are a lot of enemies around it, and will be able to one-shot you if you're not careful. You can, however, destroy these stones by shooting them, so it's less annoying, but you still have to keep going downward so the electric field from the purple stone doesn't catch up with you. What you also can do is, before you pull the lever, to already walk a bit on the stairs going down before the electric field and destroy the stones on the side before you pull the lever, making it a lot easier at the start. Once you get to the middle of the area, the purple stone mechanism will be stuck on some root branches and you will need to shoot them down to make the mechanism go any further. You have to do this a second time when it reaches the bottom of the area, and doing so will make the purple stone kill all the remaining enemies and complete the event from this dungeon. Then you can go to the purple stone and pick it up to get the Heartseed material that can be crafted to the Soul Binder weapon mod at the ward, which will fire a projectile that attaches to the enemy and bind the enemies within 7 meters around it, sharing 60% of the damage dealt to them. But we're not done yet. There is a hidden item within the event area, and that is the downward spiral. This item is stuck in some root branches and needs to be shot down somewhere in the middle of the area to the side. You can either do this during the event, which can be hard because you need to keep moving, or it can be done after the event, where you just teleport back to the start of the dungeon and start from the top again. If you shoot the branches, the item will drop on the pathway after you drop down where the mechanism got stuck in the middle, and the downward spiral amulet will be on the ground. This amulet will increase your fire rate by 10% and melee attack speed by 50%. For every missing 10% of your max health, you gain 3% range damage with a max of 50% and 4% melee damage with a max of 20%. But guys, that was all the stuff you could find within the dungeon. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If it did, you can leave a like to support the video and leave a comment down below if you have some questions. If you want more gaming content like this one, you could subscribe to the channel. And if you are looking for some live content, you can check us out on Twitch. But I thank you guys for watching, and I see you in the next one.